Hello, friends. Welcome back to my car. You are live with me. I am Sean Starr, and my Ash Gregoire Shaman and Nissan. My Nissan Maxima SR might be sliding into a new car sometime this week. Don't forget, Ash Gregoire Shaman and Nissan, proud sponsors of In the Car with Star. They are Quebec's #1 rated Nissan dealership. You can find them online at shamanandnissan.com. Better yet, the in-house shopping experience cannot be beat at 4299 Autoroute 440 West in Laval. You can drive off the lot in a brand new car today when everyone else is complaining about inventory shortages. Ash Gregoire Shaman and Nissan can accommodate, so go check them out. So we got lots to get to today. I want to start with the Edmonton Oilers before we get into the Tampa Bay Lightning. I've also have some best bets for the NHL playoffs, the parlay of the night, and a take or two in the Golden State Warriors Dallas Mavericks. Game 4 is the series in the West over. It looks like my viewership of the NBA playoffs is getting lower and lower. These conference finals have been an absolute dud. But let's start with the Edmonton Oilers, my friends. Brett Kulak, remember that guy? Brett Kulak, defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens, who was traded out to Edmonton. Ben Sherratt, right? The Florida Panthers gave up a pretty high draft pick for Ben Sherratt. They're bound swept out of the playoffs. But it's Brett Kulak who's reporting home, right? He's now playing D with the Oilers. The Canadiens got a second-round pick for Brett Kulak when they traded him to Edmonton. Did you guys know that if the Edmonton Oilers make it to the Stanley Cup final, the Habs lose that pick? Yeah, that was part of the conditions of the Brett Kulak deal. And Edmonton is rolling, you guys. And I got a take on that game. I'll give that to you in a minute. But Brett Kulak reporting back home. I play golf with one of Kulak's better friends. He's a restaurateur in Montreal, and they speak all the time. And he was telling me yesterday, and I'm fascinated by this, that Connor McDavid has, we know he's the captain. He's a generational player. He's the best player in the National Hockey League today. But according to Brett Kulak, he's more vocal than apparently ever before, standing up in the room, like more or less telling the rest of the Oilers losing is not an option. Like McDavid is dead set on winning a title. Shades of Sidney Crosby. Remember when Sidney Crosby lost to Detroit? And lost in his first Stanley Cup Finals appearance and lost to the Red Wings. He was slumped over on the ice by his players' bench and said he never wanted to experience that again. Went on to win the Stanley Cup the next year, right? And I'm starting to get shades of Sidney Crosby with Connor McDavid taking a very vocal leadership role. I mean, what the Oilers are doing, you guys, is just phenomenal. 23 points in 10 games for Connor McDavid. 2.3 points per game on average. Evander Kane, 10 goals in 10 games. Leon Draisaitl has 19 points, had a 4-assist period. We've never seen that before. So what do I think happens tonight? As a matter of fact, when I look at the Battle of Alberta, right, obviously it's a top-heavy line. McDavid, Draisaitl, Evander Kane. How can Calgary stop McDavid? Even if they do, Draisaitl's playing on another level, and he's not even playing at 100%. And as I noted already, had that 4-assist period. Everything is coming up Oilers, and the Flames, I think, are going to go as far as their goaltender is going to take them. And right now, it's not good enough. I think the Flames are getting shell-shocked. I don't think they have an answer to Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl. And it's amazing that Mike Smith is looking as sharp and as crisp as he has. And I'm going to choose to believe that actually helps grow the confidence for the Edmonton Oilers. So I love Edmonton tonight. I'm not going to bet against them. We're going to lay 1.5 goals with the Edmonton Oilers. It's part of my parlay of the night to go with Edmonton minus 1.5 goals. Let's also bet the over 6.5, and we'll parlay that with the New York Rangers getting back in their series with Carolina. So I like the Rangers to win tonight. I like Edmonton minus 1.5 goals, and I see their game with the Flames, Game 4, going over 6.5. Let's talk about the NBA. It's Game 4, the Western Conference Final, where you had Luka Doncic drop 40 points. The starting five for the Dallas Mavericks, you had 3 guys combined for 12 points. 60% of the starting five had less than 15 points in the game. Luka pouring his heart out, dropping 40 points, and the Mavericks lose. As far as trends go in this series, we've seen a total for Game 4 tonight at over-under 215.5 points. What are the trends telling us about this series so far? Right now, everything's skewing towards the under for both Dallas and Golden State. We've seen the under bet cash in 2 of the first 3 games of this series. We've also seen the under cash quite a bit. It's hit in 4 of the last 6 games involving the Golden State Warriors and 6 of the last 8 involving the Dallas Mavericks. Now, Golden State is humming so well. Andrew Wiggins is dropping 27 points. Klay Thompson's been inconsistent, but Steph Curry's going to carry this team. Wiggins tight on D, contributing on offense. I like the Golden State Warriors to end this series tonight, punching their ticket to the NBA Finals. And I'm going to say this is going to be a clock control game. So give me under 215.5 for Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. You know, what's amazing here, and we're going to finish up on the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? And full disclosure, I had the Florida Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. You know, all of us at TSN 690, we had to pick a team. Who's going to win the Conn Smythe, blah, 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 blah. So I went with the Florida Panthers. I bought in. I bought into the regular season hype. I bought into the over 4 goals per game. I bought into all the points. I bought into all, the regular season dominance. I know they changed their power play structure, and it absolutely fell flat on their face because they scored 1 power play goal for the playoffs. But how do you look at Florida and say, what did you learn from this series? What did you learn from getting your butts handed to you in 4 games for what is a modern-day dynasty? Like the Tampa Bay Lightning are back-to-back Cup champs. They're to the Eastern Conference Final for the 6th time in the last 8 seasons. And Andrei Vasilevsky is this impenetrable wall. Like if Andrei Vasilevsky played this well in the series with Toronto in the opening round, that does not go to 7 games. Here's a stat for you. Andrei Vasilevsky has pitched a shutout in 6 of his last 7 elimination games. He's faced 200 shots total in those scenarios. He has made 199 saves. Oh my God. I mean, that's next level. And they're doing it without Braden Point, right? Like Nikita Kucherov is better than a point a game player. His numbers on average, I think, are a smidge better than they are in the regular season. Like there's no panic. There's no sense of doom or gloom. It doesn't matter what scenario the Tampa Bay Lightning are in. They are cool, calm, and collected. I'll be interested to see, can they rev the engine back up? You know, what if, like, I like the Rangers to win tonight. So what if this series between Carolina and New York goes the distance? Obviously, that's Tampa's preference at this point. But can you see it being difficult for them to rev the engines up again, red line style, and figure out a way to hit the ice running, so to speak, in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final? It's going to be fun to see. It's going to be fun to see. And, I continue to call the Tampa Bay Lightning a modern-day dynasty. They have exercised a run of dominance over a long period of time to go with the fact that they are back-to-back Cup champs. So don't at me. I'm calling it. The Tampa Bay Lightning are a modern-day dynasty, and my Stanley Cup pick is out the door. So there is part of me now that when I watch some of the Alberta series, Connor McDavid is on such another level. He makes me cheer for the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. I mean, this guy's absorbing contact, kicking pucks off his feet to his skate, making extra moves from in tight to beat Markstrom, and embarrassing the Calgary Flames. Like I'm telling you at the intro to this, Brett Kulak telling us that Connor McDavid stepping up, refusing to lose, whatever it takes. And you can see it. The guy's averaging 2.3 points a game in 10 games. He has 23 points, you guys. Evander Kane's a goal a game guy. He's got 2 hat tricks. Evander Kane has 2 hat tricks already. We're not even done the second round of the NHL playoffs. So it's just been phenomenal to see the Oilers. Hockey will be better if Connor McDavid can win a title. Get this guy on ESPN. Get this guy on TNT. Everyone south of the border is starting to talk NHL playoffs, and the NHL will be a better league if Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers win a Stanley Cup this year. So I'm cheering them on. So to recap quickly, I'm going over 6.5 goals. Oilers Flames tonight. Edmonton minus 1.5 goals, and the New York Rangers to get back in their series with Carolina. And I like the Rangers tonight in that series. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the winners will be profitable for all of us, and soak it all in. Let's hope the NBA's conference finals can get just a little bit better. What was the price of gas the last time you guys put money in? Are you like me? Do you like refuse to go over a certain threshold? Like, you know, if you refuse to put $50 in, what does $50 get you, right? I tell you what, it's going to get you a lot more if you decide to fuel up at K-Stop Gas Bar and Depanneur, Highway 138 in Ganawage. It's right over the Mercier Bridge. It takes no time to get there. If you're from downtown, if you're from LaSalle, if you're from Candiac or La Prairie and the Chateauguay and the surrounding area here in Ganawage, K-Stop Gas Bar and Depanneur, Highway 138. Unbelievable snack selection. Snacks you're not going to find at your local depanneur. And obviously, they have a gas jockey there so that someone to pump your gas. While they do that, you go inside the depanneur. They got hot, fresh meals prepared daily, smoothie bowls, salads, lunch specials every day. So you can go by and check the menu. Delicious stuff and fresh ingredients. Like I had a BLT sandwich there the other day. They literally took, they had garden-grown tomatoes. They have a greenhouse. Garden-grown tomatoes, sliced fresh, right? It's unbelievable. K-Stop Gas Bar Depanneur. I'm not sending you to some janky, junky place. This is premium stuff at discount prices. And, of course, you won't find cheaper gas, premium fuel, regular unleaded, whatever it is. K-Stop Gas Bar and Depanneur has unbeatable deals. And, of course, their affiliation with yours truly, proud sponsors of In the Car with Star. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in a couple of days. And hopefully our best bets are parlay of the night. Edmonton -1.5. Rangers to win, Flames Oilers over 6.5. We'll see you on the other side.